You're listening to Marketing Mavens on Good Morning Delhi with Sarthak.
That's a lovely thing, isn't it? Listening to ideas, taking a walk, a meander through the wonderful woods of meaning. I thought that'd be very poetic to sort of introduce what we do. And of course, the poetic man is here himself, our student of the ideas and veteran marketing and advertising consultant, Mr. Abhishek Chaswal, has graced our studios yet again. Abhishek, how did you like my poetry? Yaar?
I was scared when you said veteran because I was thinking that maybe I'll have to stay here only, you know.
We'll make you a small room. But you've made a room, you've made a home in our hearts, so to speak.
Thank you very much.
with the wonderfully innovative ideas that you bring to us. So, and that is exactly what you've done today, but you are involving me in it as well, yes?
Yes, Sarthak. Today, I think we've got a really exciting material. I was thinking, how advertising, the biggest thing is the brand name,
Sure.
Their things start and and we try to get we pack a lot of meaning into the brand name and strategy, etc. But how far it is from the truth is what I think we'll do, and we've designed it in a quiz kind of a format,
yes.
Sarthak. So I'll be troubling you with some questions and posing some.
And I'm destined to lose anyway. I mean, not not very good at those, but I'm a game trier. So what are we starting with?
So first, I would like to start with a personal anecdote. In 2002, we got a brief to name a brand of sugar that is to come. So it's interesting, we were 4 or 5 copywriters there, and everybody thought of a very different name. Like one name was Mithas. So one boy said it's Mithas because it's sugar. So directly derived product deliverable.
Low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit. That guy was an English copywriter, so he was anyway, he was not very confident. He said, can I say jhoom, because you'll have this sugar and jhoom jaoge tum. So that is like loosely derived product benefit batane ki wo hai usme koshish. One guy, he took a creative leap of faith and he said, why shouldn't we call it Mamta? So काफी उसका मजाक उड़ाया गया कि 200 ग्राम कॉफी के साथ 5 ग्राम ममता फ्री and all that. And then there was, this thing, somebody thought, that there is an insight to muh meetha karna. So we called it Shagun. And that was the one that the client picked. And
brilliant.
Yeah. So, but these were the names that were in the last shortlist, Mithas, Jhoom, Mamta and Shagun. So I thought it's a very good way to start this session about how names are approached.
Absolutely.
And one outlier entry in that set was Sugar Crystals by Doreen Jacobson. So that was written by a trainee. So I asked him, bhai, ye kya kiya tune? He said, I was just leafing around this book. It's written by someone called Doreen Jacobson. So I thought that maybe we can call it a premium product. Sugar Crystals by Doreen Jacobson.
Kya baat hai? Ye, this is truly an outlier.
Yeah. So these are the, mota, these are the different approaches. When as a from a creative point of view, one's mind goes to these directions.
Sure.
But reality, truth is stranger than what happens in the in our mental laboratories. So now, Sarthak, I would like to ask you some difficult questions. The origin of the brand names, the names that we know. I would like to ask you.
I think I need to prepare a little.
Yes.
So, and also to build a little bit of hype, because that's also important. So, what we're going to do is, of course, take a short little break and come right back. And if you want to know some very interesting stories behind some very everyday product names, you might want to stay. It's very intriguing. And of course, there's questions to ask. Zepphed, ZEPPHEDD is where you find Abhishek. Sarthak from Radio is my Instagram ID, but you knew that already, didn't you? Taking a break.
So the first question is, can you tell me where did the name Lakme come from?
Lakme.
Or take a guess.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I remember having read it somewhere that there was some connection with the goddess Lakshmi, and it was a I don't know if I'm right or not, but there was that whole thing ki there's going to be profit and all of that. So we must have a goddess, and Lakshmi is too Indian, so we must do something to it. Something like that. Am I close?
Yeah, you're close, but the story is not complete. And do you know, is it a Indian brand or a?
To the best of my knowledge, it is an Indian brand.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is an Indian brand, but it doesn't sound like an Indian brand.
It needed that international flavor. That's why I think that's why the accent on the E as well. Huh?
Correct.
For the French feel.
The French feel.
Yeah. So what's the story?
The story is, it is owned by Hindustan Levers.
Sure.
And it was started in 52 under Tata Oil Mills.
Acha.
And these guys were ideating that women after post-independence, this was there, and women are looking for foreign products for cosmetic needs and all that. So they needed an Indian brand to do that.
Okay.
And interestingly, the first idea was that there is a French opera of the name Lakme.
Acha.
And it was first performed in 1883. Okay. And the opera is about a girl based in India, but there is a British rule there in that time.
Okay.
And that was the story of Lakme. And Lakme came from Lakshmi only.
Acha, it did.
Because it was the anglicized version of how the French would say Lakshmi. It was a Lakme. And that was the name, from that opera. That was the name that they got, and they gave the cosmetics brand the name Lakme.
So, matlab the mystique of French opera with the
accented
some advertisers' fevered imagination of what Lakshmi would sound in the mouth of a foreigner.
Yes,
and that's how you got one of the most popular names that we have around.
Yeah,
no?
I'm sure we wouldn't be able to sell this kind of thinking today. Because it'll take so much of justification to do that.
Absolutely. Because we asked more questions at that point of time. I think we were an emerging nation, and we needed our totems, so to speak, about feeling international, so to speak. Yeah. So it is context, isn't it? I mean, we have to remember and put things in context. We can't use the benchmarks of today for the work of yesterday.
Bilkul. The context is it's everything. Why something is happening.
Just food for thought that we thought we'd give you right here on 94.3 Radio 1. If you've got anything to ask, if you want anything to say, please feel free. Sarthak from Radio is my Instagram ID, but you knew that, of course. Zepphead, ZEPPHEDD, in case you want to ask, say, appreciate, whatever it is that you want to do. DMs are open. We are going to take a break, come right back, okay?
So, next is, how do you think Dalda name would have come? Dalda, the Vanaspati.
Dalda. I have no idea about. I don't even remember
having... Take a bad guess, no, at least.
Dalda, I'll take a... Dalda would be... a corruption of dal de, ghee dal de, or something like a colloquial expression of using the product.
Okay, it's so cryptic, Sarthak, that it's like a coder's, this thing.
Acha.
So there was a Dutch company called Dada and Company.
Okay.
That from where we used to import the Vanaspati refined oil.
Okay.
So Unilever inserted an L. to say it is our company, we are doing it, So Dada company, Dutch company ka jab oil India aa jata tha, it used to become Dalda because that L was the lever's ka L tha. Interesting, no?
That is true. I mean, one is building your personality.
Yeah.
The other is inserting your personality into something that's been built. And it's the whole classic joke that we used to have, na? Made in India ka thappa on everything and made in China ka thappa on everything.
Correct.
No matter where it was made. But
that is client input.
Oh, you couldn't avoid that, could you? You could not let this opportunity go. The client input and its double-edged nature, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't heard about Dalda and if you're wondering what are they talking about, ask the earlier generation. Like, ask your parents or ask your grandparents, more importantly. Dalda was actually the favorite as far as what is now so fancifully called upcycling, because every grandmother used to love that yellow dalda box to store cereals in. Dal in dalda box.
Yes.
है ना?
I've seen more other things in dalda boxes than
Rather than the
dalda.
vanaspati. And that's the nature of products, is it
Yes,
not? I mean,
yes.
if you can expand it and if you can help save the environment now, they weren't thinking about that then. It was just, it's amazing how many things are being sold back to us as exotica that were part of our lives.
Yes.
With the wonderful Abhishek Jaswal. If you've got anything to say to him, if you've got anything to ask, please feel free. Zepphead, Zepphed is where you find him. Abhishek, it's been wonderful and cannot wait for next week when you bring us another little bit of a nugget for us to marvel over. So thank you very much for this wonderful exposition of how the names came about.
Thank you.
Till next week then.
Yes.
And of course, you need to stay because there's more music coming your way right here on 94.3 Radio 1.
94.3 Radio 1.